welcome back to Steve Robb Reviews. Today I've got a little bit of a project on the go here, and it's a modification to my Blackstone grill. From one season to the next, I leave my Blackstone grill outside with the cover on it. And there's some challenges when you do that. The cover stays on, it does not blow off, but I'm doing a modification to improve it immensely. The problem that I ran into was when you have the cover on the Blackstone grill and it's left outdoors. For all you people who just like cook underneath your carport or that kind of stuff, well, this wouldn't really apply to you. But if you do use it in an outdoor atmosphere like I do, I leave it up in my camp and I put the cover on it, and it's got a couple of straps underneath so it won't blow off or anything. So that, you know, it's very well made cover. But I'm going to show you the reason that I'm making a modification to it that has to do with the rain, it has to do with the snow and the ice and everything else that's out there over the winter time and throughout the season. So let's get to it and I'll show you exactly what I got doing in here. Okay, so there you go. You can see the Blackstone grill cover. I've got the official Blackstone cover, and I'll just show you here just briefly. On the underside here, it's like a rubberized type of material, and it does a terrific job at sealing it off, so no, it doesn't leak and that kind of stuff. But this is the problem, guys, is you can see how it sits down flat on the grill, and when you have a couple of feet of snow on there or it's pouring down rain, well, that's not so easy, especially trying to get that cover off with a whole bunch of snow on it. And I don't believe, like, I oiled the grill up pretty good, and I think over the long term I'm going to get a lot of condensation under there and I'm going to start rusting out the grill top. So this is my idea. You guys take a look at this and see what you think. Well, that's it right there. Guys, that is a 1/2-inch piece of special type of plastic that came in a 4x8 sheet. I bought that many years ago. And I'm going to work on that today, and I'm going to use my router and I'm going to show you exactly what's going on. But I'll give you a better look at this plastic and see what the purpose of it is and how I'm going to use it. Okay, so this is the plastic here. And guys, this stuff here is pretty well indestructible. I bought this from a small little company just south of Rice Lake, Ontario. I believe the town was called Fraserville. Has to be 20 years ago. I don't even know if they're in business anymore. But we used to have the white milk jugs. We still do in some places, you know. But you know, the white milk jugs? Well, that's what this is made out of. 4x8 sheets of the white milk jugs. And they were all just like melted down and compressed into 4x8 sheets. This is my last piece that I have. And what I did was, you can see there, is I put some lines. And I'm going to make a slot with the router all the way along so it fits right on the grill, nice, so that the grill cover does not touch the grill itself. Because you know what, guys? The underside of that cover is pretty gooey, you know, from oil on there and everything else. And I think for sure it's going to deteriorate over time, that cover. So I cleaned the cover up really good on the inside. It's got a rubberized membrane. And I'm going to put this on top. And I thought, this is the best material for that. Like plywood and that kind of stuff. Nah, I'm not thinking it would be too, you know, so great. And remember, you have to have a material underneath there that when the sun is beating down on it, you're not getting a lot of condensation on the underside where it sweats and drips down onto the grill. You really wouldn't want that. And plywood does absorb a lot of moisture, and I wanted to keep the moisture away from it. I didn't want it all rusting around the outside. I'll show you what it's going to look like. But let's get to this little bit of a modification here. And I'm going to route out the top here, and I'm going to show you how it looks. And you guys let me know what you think of this idea. Well, the way I figure it is, when I drew the line all the way around the grill part, this is all on the outside. So I have to router all on the inside and just get a bit of this line here. So we'll just freewheel it, and I've got a little bit less than 1/4 of an inch router bit there. We'll just plunge it in and just freewheel it around. Let's see how we do. Okay, let's just take a look at that first, and I'll do the rest after. Let's take a look and see what that looks like. Okay, so here's where we started right here. And how is this stuff coming out? Guys, it's coming out okay. It's coming out okay. It's coming out fine. That's good. Okay, so I'll finish doing this, and then I'll bring you back and see how she fits. Okay, plan B. I had to go back and use a straight edge, guys. There's no way I could do that freehand. It just wasn't happening. I had to straighten out them edges because this thing here is perfectly square. I've tried to follow the line the best I could, but no. I had to go back to plan B. So let's just fit her on here, and it just fits in them grooves right nice. I'm just going to round off these corners, and that's pretty well it. So what do you think, guys? I think it's a good little mod. That cover's going to go over top there, and it's not going to get greasy on the back side anymore, and the water's going to flow off, and I think it's going to be a good idea. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. What do you think, guys? Thanks for joining me here today. If you haven't seen this channel before, you're welcome to subscribe. Cheers.